Here we are again with another V Origins spoiler. Today we'll be covering the 9th origin of V Origins. This is actually a rework of an origin made during the same year as Landshark, that being 2022. Additionally, the first iteration of this origin was also in the Origins++ mod, alongside the Landshark before I requested it be removed. Therefore, some people may actually recognize this origin, and no doubt be pleased with the rework. Do note that this origin is more complex than the other origins shown thus far. With that out of the way, I present to you the Triangulon. Infinite triangles within a triangle. A paradox. And here are the powers. The first one is actually a resource, entitled Geometry. If you're unsure what a custom resource is, I will give a brief explanation. Imagine, for example, the health bar. It has a maximum of 20 and a minimum of 0. It is by default set to 20 upon respawning or joining the world, and is represented by hearts. When the health resource reaches its minimum value, you perish. Taking damage brings down the value, and regenerating health through any means raises it. Geometry is a resource with a maximum value of 30 and a minimum value of 0. Geometry is lost by taking damage, -1 per damage taken, or by using certain powers/abilities. Geometry refills over time, +2 every 100 ticks. When your geometry is at its maximum value, you will be granted resistance 3. When your geometry is at its minimum value, you will perish. When your geometry is at a value less than 10, you will begin to take more damage. The next power is called Gravity Manipulator. You possess the ability to fly and walk on liquids. However, flying will drain your geometry very quickly, -4 every 80 ticks of flight. You cannot fly when your geometry is at a value less than 10. Another thing to note is that geometry will not regenerate while you're flying. The next power is an ability, activated by the primary key. It's called Materialize. Summon a barrage of shulker bullets. This ability has no cooldown, but will drain 2 geometry every time it is used. The next power is called Blazing Deception. You are impervious to harm caused by fire or falling. The next power is called Confusion. Attacking an entity with a melee attack will afflict it with a random status effect debuff. 10-second cooldown. Do be careful around the undead, as status effects are inverted for them. And the final upside is called Coward. You deal much more damage with projectiles. But here comes the trade-off. Starting off with Paradox. You only have 6 hearts as opposed to 10 due to your existing within your non-existent self. The next power is called Fabricated Fists. You are constantly afflicted by Weakness 3, making most melee options useless. Using the Confusion ability won't be nearly as easy as you thought it was. The next power is called Veinless. Status effect debuffs travel faster through your being, causing you to be more susceptible to harmful potions. Status effect debuffs last longer. And the final power is called Wingless. You cannot equip Elytra Wings. This origin is a bit more complex than the others, but that's because balancing creative flight is actually very difficult. I hope you enjoyed this video. As previously stated, the origins are not being revealed in order, with Landshark being the first, Kitsune being the third, Minoboar being the fifth, Hellmerhead being the 7th, Triangulon being the 9th, and Quantum Fluctuator being the 11th. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay hyped for the official release of V Origins.